Welcome back to Elden Ring! Very extremely brief recap so that we can get into the game. We're following Miquella's footsteps throughout a different area separate from the Lands Between called the Shadow Realm. The place from Yu-Gi-Oh! Inside of this area, there are things that are not spoken about in the Lands Between. Things that have been banished here. Things that are like unspoken sins in a way. Such as one of Marika's children, who she doesn't talk about, Queen Marika, the ruler of all, Mesmer, who she ordered to do atrocities, aka mass genocide, against a group of people for seemingly no other reason other than racism. We haven't really figured that one out yet. But Miquella is here because inside of this zone, he has figured out the ability to revive dead gods. Now, if you've been following along, you probably assume that that dead god is Godwyn, the firstborn of Marika. But no, it seems like who he is actually attempting to revive is Radahn, a different one of his brothers. From his perspective, his half-brother. From our perspective, where we know that Marika and Radagon are the same person, his full brother. We don't really know why, but he's reviving Radahn using Mohg's corpse. Mohg being another one of his brothers. A lot of people followed him here, worshipping Miquella, but it turned out that they were actually just charmed by Miquella. We are here to not only figure out what the hell's going on, but assumedly eventually collect the Great Rune of Miquella, but that's kind of impossible now that it is broken. But regardless, we continue to explore and figure out what is going on in this offset of the Lands Between. So at the end of last session, we gained these axes, and they're really fucking cool. And I debated switching over to them because they're so fucking cool. Can you make me good at reading sheet music immediately? No, because I don't know how. But they have this really cool ability here. Where you do that. I don't know, that's really cool. Yeah, I got through learning all of my instruments and stuff through tabs. I learned tabs. I don't know how to read sheet music very well. I know bits and pieces, but not enough. I don't think I'm going to switch over to these, but they are very cool. This move in particular is just very cool. But I don't think I'm going to switch over. I can teach you. That's kind of the exact opposite of what you just asked. Now, we went down there and got those. We can see that there's the map beacon right there. But we don't know how to get to it. And it looks like it is down. So I'm going to go up here to the ancient ruins of Rauh, because I remember seeing a pile of stones that would open one of those like upward gust things, and we never found how to open it. So we're going to look around and see if we can't find the other side of the stones to make it so that upward gust works. Hello. Ash of War, Dryleaf Whirlwind. That's cool. This skill represents the pinnacle of Dane's footwork-based martial arts. Rise into the air with a series of spinning kicks before clashing down with one final strike. Imbues kicking attacks with energy, increasing their range. Usable on hand-to-hand weapons. Okay, so here's one side of the stones. These were ghostly. So somewhere close to these, most likely, there are a pair of stones. Not a pair of stones. That's testicles. A stack of stones that are put together and aren't ghostly. We need to look around to find the stack that is not ghostly. Where that is, nobody knows. It might be, like, above me, which would kind of suck, because I don't know how to get up there without using the stones. Is that... That looks like Scarlet Rot, so I think that's the other side of the area that I've been. Owl. I have a vibe. And the vibe is that down here wouldn't exist if there wasn't a reason for it. So I feel like there's got to be a reason for it. And these owls are glowing. But it didn't seem to do anything. It didn't seem to do anything. Again, I feel like down here wouldn't exist if there wasn't a purpose. Thinking, Emojer. It is possible that it only exists to get me over here. I can teleport back. Oh, I have not been here. This is new. Aspects of the Crucible Bloom. Oh, that's the move that Crucible Knight was doing. Right in the flussy. Chat, did we ever figure out if the sequel to Fuck Her Right in the Pussy was staged or not? Because remember a long time ago, there was the guy that came up on the news and he was like, "Fuck her right in the pussy." Remember that guy? That meme? It's classic. It's a certified hood classic, right? Is that a flying... Okay. Well, a few years ago, at this point, like just a few years ago, not that long, that same guy appeared on the news again and said the same thing. Did we ever figure out if that was staged or not? Did the news broadcast put him up to it? Terrifying. Terrifying. Hate it. Oh. No idea, but it still hits. It do be hitting. Maybe this is like the cursed knowledge that I don't actually want to know. Maybe it's better if we don't have the knowledge and it's just in our minds a reality, you know? In our minds it wasn't staged and it all just worked out that way. Maybe it's better that way. Terrifying. Because, like, I'm sure the original appearance of him wasn't staged. Like, I think that the original was 100% him. Just, like, invading the news. 100%. The second time, however... That's an elevator. Hi. Yeah, I think I might take the elevator. Seeing what lies ahead. He hit the news a second time? Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was referencing. Oh god! He hit the second news! Oh god! I fucked up the joke. I fucked it. I fucked it up. Fucked it up. Fucked it. There's a gap there. I think I dropped. It would be very funny if you just had a full-on mental breakdown about fucking up the joke right there. Oh, I'm sorry for disappointing you. I'm gonna nap. Have a good nap. Hi, Yovis. How are you? I like how Yovis, who doesn't currently have a tier 2 sub, in its place uses that sound, and in turn that is... I need to stop saying in turn. That is his intro sound. Or their intro sound. I guess I don't know. My bad. I don't mean to assume. How dare you. Whew. Did that one make you look? No. 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 Excuse me. I'm boipin'. I be boipin'. Who up boipin' their lungus? What is a hoe? What is a hoe? What is she worth? I am in the mood for a good time. I need to know how much I owe to get it my way. Oh. What? Oh. Huh? How do I... Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Fucking rude. Din, din. Oh. Din, 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 din. Dee, dee, dee. Dee, dee, dee. Butthole! Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Pass. Hey, man. Three dogs, huh? 3 dog. Okay. Now... what's back here? Anything? No. I can avoid the doggies. I was doing that. I was. Hey, Panda Payday, how are you? How's your stream? Can someone shout out Panda, please? How was your stream? How you doing? You know where the lost city of El Dorado is? I wish I did. Oh, hi. So, right down there is the stone. See that? So that leads me to believe that somewhere in here, there might be the responding stone that I can break to activate it. That's the guy that was just chasing me. I mean, it could be in here. Fuck it. Chad, I didn't kill any dogs. They just got killed. That one's taking a shit. That one's pooping right now. That one just that guy was just pooping. Chad, I have not killed a single dog. They were just casualties of war. It just was they got it was friendly fire. Literally. Have a nice day, Panda. I love you. Mwah! Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good time. Chat, go follow Panda. They're a good bean. It's got to be somewhere. I feel like I've been here. I have. Right? Yeah. Different way to get to the same place, I guess. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. My bad. Bowman. Hello, item. Pardon me.
You got debated. You got debated. You got debated. 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 Debated.
And you too can do random sound effects like quack at any time by tier 3 subbing. At any time. Anytime you could do this, just like quack, by tier 3 subbing. You wouldn't be stuck in ads right now either. Like some people are. I'm not really doing that. Oh my god, but I'm not really doing that much. Definitely seems worth it. Thank you for saying that. I would like to make it even more worth it. But figuring out how to make that so, very difficult. Hard. Hard. Hard thing to do. Hard. Just like me. Beep boop bop boop beep doo 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 doo. Beep 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 bop bop boop bop 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 boop bop bop. Yeah, this one's a hard one to find. I'll get it. I wonder if I've ridden past it. I don't know. Hi, CB. Are you still streaming or have you gone to bed? Gritty goose, gritty goose, gritty goose. I didn't kill that dog. Chat, I didn't kill it. It is still alive. You just don't know it. It's sleeping. My only guess is that it's in the rafters or something. I don't fucking know. This is a hard one to find. It didn't answer my question. So it doesn't seem like there's a way to get higher than this. That was close. All right. This one's hard to find. Is there a way to get up above where I am now? Okay. 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 So, underneath me is where? If I jump down, where is this? Is this where I've been riding to this whole time? And then I ride over there and I jump off? Yes. So underneath me in that time is the place with the owls. Is this area with the owls that kind of just chill. But I have no idea. Oh, now there's more owls than there were before. No idea. But that just loops around, it seems. I have no fucking idea where the goddamn stones for that one are. I have no fucking clue. I can't believe I haven't found it yet. Which makes me, like, believe that it has to be up here. On the ridge up there. Because I don't see any other way for me to get it. I've looked around this zone back and forth at least 4 times. And I haven't found it. So it's like, that makes me think that it isn't to this level. Or at this level, I mean. And has to be the level up. Because if it's not down, because I also looked around there a ton. It's crazy how difficult this one is to find. I don't really know how else I could find it. Okay. Okay. Fuck those guys. I say again. Hate them. Worst enemy in the game. I was like right in here, right? I was down the elevator. I don't really care about those souls that much, all in all. Like, it's not a small amount, but at this point, what is a level? You know, like, it doesn't, like, it's not gonna make it's like a fucking splash in the ocean. Like, what? It's not gonna do anything much. Like, what is a level? What is it worth? Like 200 something. Well, now it's gone. I've made that jump before. Yeah, that was weird. It, like, delayed my death. Like, it knew it wasn't supposed to do that just then. So, right here, you can look down, and you can see where I was. I found it! Jesus Christ, this was hard to find. Oh my god. That was rough. But now, I can get up here. There we go. What do I get for being up here? I don't know. A mottled necklace. Vividly colored ceremonial accoutrement worn by Horn Scent. Vastly raises immunity, robustness, and focus. Horns are sublime artifacts to Horn Scent, and their presence confirms the belief that they are a chosen people. Only the repeated sprouting of fresh horns can create a tangled horn, which is viewed as an irrefutable symbol of primacy. Primacy, huh? Can someone Google primacy? What that means? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. That deer did not move. Primacy. 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 Is that all? That was all for. The fact of being primary, preeminent, or more important, the primacy of air power, similar, great, to the office, period of office, the authority of a primate of certain churches. Okay. So it basically just means you're a VIP. By having a tangled horn, you gain a VIP badge. It's their version of the 200 Clinky redeem. Alright. Oh. I get... Oops. Can I make that jump? Yes. Haunted by the grotesque practice of his village of birth, he stuffed great pots with all manner of things. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following. Okay. 1 second. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Okay. Okay, I'm good. It's fine. Oh, wrong pool. I was on the wrong fucking flask. Hey, Minnow, how you doing? So this morning, when I woke up, I was doing what I often do when I wake up and I know that I have to work out, stalled. And I was curious to taste it. And so I did some Googling, right? I was curious whether or not doing muscle building or cardio is better for like lowering your waistline, you know, like getting rid of belly fat specifically. So I Googled something along those lines, right? Now, obviously, cardio is better. I know. I mean, really what the answer is do a mix of both, right? Doing a mix of both is what you're supposed to do. That's the answer. And I knew that going in, and that was what the Google result gave me. I knew that going in, but I wanted to know specifically, statistically, on average, which one is better for, like, losing calories and stuff like that. I wanted to know statistically exacts. Like, I know what I'm supposed to do, a mix of both, but that's not what I was trying to figure out. I wanted to know specifically what was better. So, like which one of these causes you to lose more calories. So I looked up something along those lines of what is better for reducing belly fat, cardio, or muscle training. And I got most of the results again said do a mix of both, but that's not what I was looking for. Eventually, I got a result that said specifically to do crunches to lose belly fat. It said if you want to lose belly fat, what you should do is you should focus on, for muscle training, do crunches. Let me finish fucking talking before y'all info dump on me. I'm getting to a point. So they were like, do crunches. That is a good way to reduce belly fat. You should focus on doing crunches, right? And I looked at that and I was like, okay, that's more information than these other ones were giving. All of the other results were like, hey, do both, bitch. And I was like, I know that. I understand that. I know I should do both. I get that. I know, right? But this one went into more detail, and it was like, do crunches. So I was like, okay, so maybe this has the information that I need because they're delivering me this specific. So I clicked in on the website so that I could read more, and the little, like, Google blurb was the very first paragraph of the thing. It was like, you should do crunches so that you can... you should do crunches so that you're working on your abdominal muscles while also losing calories, making it so that you will lose belly fat. And when you lose that belly fat, you have something to show for it in the abdominal region. You're building muscle, which is raising your metabolism, which helps you lose weight while dieting, as well as doing cardio alongside it to help lower the calorie output. And then the very next the very next paragraph after that very insightful paragraph that, like, didn't really give me much new information, granted, but it was like a very insightful, well-written paragraph, right? The very next body, right? The very next one was like, said something along the lines of, I would never say that. That is something that nobody should ever say. If you ever hear me saying that, call for help. I would never say that. That is just for people doing Google, and I'm making fun of them for reading the blurb on Google. Fuck all those people. It's horrible. Fuck them. They're the worst. And then they, like, went into more detail of other things. And I just thought it was funny that was the next paragraph, was them saying all that. And the Google blurb, when I Googled it, the thing that I clicked into this article for was the thing that I just said earlier. It didn't include that all of that was fake and that it was all a lie. It was only the first part, and I clicked in, and I was like, why would you write it that way then? What? Like, if you just said it. Well, you're like, I would never say that. You just fucking said it. You just said it. You did it. You said the thing. What do you mean? So then I got out of bed and worked out like I should have 15 minutes before I started stalling. We should have a Sunn rant. We should have a Sunn rant, and it should be me doing the Omni-Man pose. You know the one. It should be a blend of me doing the... It should be the scene from Omni-Man. In the same way as, like, the Explain emote, it should be that scene of, like... You know, it should be like that. Why did you make me do this? Make you do what? Drew, what the fuck? What did I do? I didn't do nothing, man. I didn't do nothing, man. None of this helps me get the map that I've been trying to get this whole fucking time. I'm referring to Omni-Man, the scene? Oh, yeah. It's been a long time since I watched season 1. Alright, I'll chill for a second. While ads happen. I tried very hard to be seen as an adult. It's a bit more complicated than that for me, because, like... Me too, because I very much was treated as a kid when I was not a kid. Still am from time to time. Feels as though it felt as though my opinions and stuff weren't respected in any way. Dismissed. That's how it felt back then. But, I very much like, I don't know how to say it other than I act differently around different groups of people. So, like, when I'm talking to, like, family, I very much am more, quiet. And I allow them to do the talking and that kind of thing. Because of me having that situation for a very long time, my opinions just weren't respected. Anything that I had to say wasn't really respected beyond, like, oh, he's a kid. I very much, like, I don't act like myself when speaking to family. Oh, I've gotten this already. If that makes sense. I allow them to be the adults. Nowadays. So, like, it kind of transformed from me being, like, I want to be respected, I want to be looked at as an adult, to me instead being, like, okay, clearly you want this, so I'm just gonna not be myself. I'm gonna let you have your time. Okay, I'm not getting where I wanted to be right now. And apparently I'm being attacked by something, even though there's nothing here. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna look around. I was spoiled up until a very certain point in my life, and my mom is, like, overprotective, so she still sees me as something to protect, but I don't use it to, like, get physical things. It's more like I want to get out of something else and will only do the voice to someone that I know will accept the voice and not get mad at me. Like, the voice doesn't actually get me anything. It's just default in certain situations. I get you. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I've learned to do it less as this political climate has shown me that I can't just let them be dummies. See, I don't have an option when it comes to politics and stuff. They will not change. Like that, like, they need someone who is not me to usher them into that change. Because of the thing that I said before, where, like, my opinion in that is just not respected like that. They need someone who is not me to speak up in that way. Yeah. Because that they will not take what I have to say in that regard as serious or anything. I won't just let them Joe Rogan rant. Oh, I'll cut them off and be like, well, no. 9 times out of... I've said this before. 9 times... Pass. Actually, they'll have a skidoo tree fragment. 9 times out of 10 that I talk politics with my mother, I don't talk politics with my father because he is aggressive and mean. But 9 times out of 10 that I talk politics with my mother, it comes back to immigration. Which is like directly because they've been manipulated by media and that kind of thing. That every single problem in their perspective leads back to immigration. Which, like, don't get me wrong, like, illegal immigration is a problem. Like, it's not a problem. There is a grain of truth to everything they're saying. But, A, the methodology that they're going to solve it is immoral, incorrect, and bad. And B, the reasons they're doing it are immoral, incorrect, and bad. So it's like... It goes from a point where it's like, hey, this is a bad thing that we actually needed to solve, to, oh, you're a racist. And it gets there very quickly. So, plus, on top of that, like I said, every single time we talk about politics in any regard, it always rounds back to that. And it's like, not every problem is caused by illegal immigrants. You're just looking for someone to blame. So... like I said, to round that back to what we were talking about before, they need someone who isn't me to teach them that kind of thing, because me standing up against them in that way is... me standing up against them in that way will never get, like, the respect from them that I would need to, like... What's the word I'm looking for? Me... standing up against them and offering facts where they are producing fiction will not make them believe me, because I am me. And I am their son, therefore I am lesser. Does that make sense? So they need someone who isn't me, who they respect, to stand up against them and get them to that point. Because that can never be me. Because I am their son, and my opinion does not have the same weight as theirs does. So I can talk to my mother about these things and be like, well, blah, 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 blah. But it will not get, like example, right? I was, hang on. I was talking to my mother it was like a month, maybe a month and some change ago, when all those planes were crashing, right? when all those planes were crashing. I even told her the story that Jenny told me about I think it was Ontario, I could be wrong, the plane that crashed there basically right in front of Jenny, right? I told her that story, and I was like, my friend was actually, like, really close to that situation, and, like, almost could have been on that plane in reality. And, like, I told her that story and all that stuff, and told her the reason why it was happening. And she said something along the lines of, I wonder if these planes were always crashing, it just wasn't in the media. And it's like, what? So then, a few days later, I heard her talking on the phone to my aunt, who I also love dearly. It was Toronto, thank you. But the person that an aunt who I care for, I love her. She made me this blanket. See? She made this. It's pretty good. I use it all the time. And she was talking about all the planes crashing, because since then, like, more planes crashed, and, like, that probably got pushed out of her brain that media is just paying attention to it or whatever. But she told that, and she was like, man, a lot of planes have been crashing lately. I wonder why. And it was like, this was maybe a week or two out from me telling her the story about how Trump's administration or whatever fired the people managing the airlines, causing these planes to crash in more detail as I was more fresh on the information at the time. Like, I said this, and now she's like, oh, I wonder why that's all happening. It's like, that's a very recent example of an instance where, like, I told my mother a thing politically that was happening, and rather than looking at that, rather than respecting what I said, she disregarded it in the moment and later and ignored it and forgot it because it did not matter to her. You get what I mean? It's little things like that. And there's more than just that. That is just a thing that happened recently. It's more than just that. Of, like, moments that are very clear that what I had to say did not matter to her. And in turn, it got disregarded. And that's just my mother. Because my mother and I could talk about these stuff. Because, like, although we are on opposite sides of the belief system here, right? Like, we don't get angry at each other about it, right? So we can talk about it. I can't even talk about it with my dad. He will just get aggressive. So it's like, it's that kind of thing that, like, rounding back to the origins of this conversation, because I am their son, my opinion will never matter because their opinions have more weight to themselves. Because I am their son, therefore my stances, my opinions, my thoughts, in reality, don't have that much weight. And it sucks to admit that. It sucks to have that, to be in that situation. Obviously, it could be so much worse, right? Like, if I was like, I voted for Biden, there are households where that would get me kicked out of the house, right? Like, obviously, it could be so much worse. I am very much in a privileged situation to have this be one of the worst situations in my household. I am very much in a privileged situation, and I admit that, right? Like, this is such a small negative in the grand scheme, but it is still a negative all the same, right? So it's like, as I was saying, I need someone else who they respect the opinions of, who they would respect the words of, to stand against them in that way so that they would change their belief system. But that can never and will never be me. One day I might get the, you were right. You know, one day I might get that. One day. But I can't be the person to make them realize that I am right. Anyways. Our grandparents got rid of Sorry. Our grandparents got a green card for the U.S. If you get your parents to sign up for dual citizenship, then you can also sign up for it. That's cool. For Mexican citizenship. I have that on my father's side. One of the people they respect most is a staunch anti-Trumper and still won't budge. That sucks. The good thing is that I have a uncle who is like, he is the MAGA person, right? Think of like the MAGA Trumper. He's that. And my mother does recognize that he is clinically insane, right? Like my mother 100% realizes that he is too far and that he is treating it right like a religion. Because my father and my mother aren't that far, right? My father is much further than my mother, but like they aren't that far. So like she very much acknowledges that he's crazy. So that's a good thing at least. Hi Abby, how are you? Sorry, we were having brief real talk. It's like with kids, how you need an older kid to say the same thing the parents are saying for it to really sink in. Yeah. This is why I would never have a child. They would turn fucked up. Nah, it's not a guarantee. Are you saying that I turned fucked up? Some people won't believe things until Fox says it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. In Canada, politics doesn't divide people because we don't treat it like a religion. Neither did we until 2016. And even then, we really didn't in 2016. It was really during Trump's presidency where it became a religion. Like, Trump in 2016, for all things considered, who Trump was in 2016 was not who Trump is now. Trump in 2016 was still far right, but not like he is now. Because I think I think two things happened. A, he realized that he could. And B, he is an 80-year-old man who is senile. But he's not, like, obviously, still a bad guy. Don't get me wrong. He was always the bad guy. Like, I guarantee you the thoughts that he is having now were always, to some semblance, what it is now. But he wasn't publicly who he is now. And in turn, politics as a whole, like, nobody treated it as a religion like this until in the middle of Trump's presidency, it started to become this. And now, after his presidency, one of two things is going to happen. We're going to either return to normalcy, and it's not going to be like this or anymore, or we're going to have leftovers for a few presidencies after. So, one of the two, but we'll get there. I don't know. Can't predict the future. Support those around you. Doll of Tanglehorn Bairn uses FP to summon vengeful spirits around the caster that autonomously chase down foes. Tanglehorns are a symbol of spirituality, but most youngborn bearing the oversized horn meet a frightfully early demise. These fetishes are made to memorialize them. The Divine Bird Warriors, and indeed this technique, are said to bear resemblance to the Golden Crucible. Interesting. In an age-long past, before this land was enshrouded in shadow, the vitality of the Crucible flourished. Oh, that's a big thing. I'll read. Hang on. I'll read this first. We had a far-right news outlet try and get Carney, new prime minister, to admit something he didn't do, and the guy was like, I will take that as a no. And Carney went, no, you will not take that as the complete and comprehensive answer I have given you. Oh, no, you will take that as the complete and comprehensive answer that I've given you. Oh, okay. That's cool. Carney worked international relations for economy and commerce for England during Brexit. Man knows how to deal with shit media. When I was in the hospital, my dad came to visit and within the first few minutes was talking about vaccines causing autism. He left and then my mom showed up and my uncle showed up and my mom was talking about a bunch of conspiracy shit having to do with quantum shit. My uncle would try to debunk for her. And then in a moment, I looked at him and I was like, my dad came in talking about vaccines and autism. My mom comes in talking about quantum shit. And my uncle was like, glad to see you turned out normal. Yeah. Media literacy is a big thing that a lot of people lack nowadays. And it fucking sucks that they do. Anyways. This way. I definitely thought I was going to get a skidoo shard from killing that tree, and I'm a little disappointed that I didn't, but I'm still okay with killing it all the same. Not that big of a deal. Hello, flymen. Flymen. Okay. I guess I never went this way. I must have gotten distracted while I was headed here. Because I definitely headed in this general direction. But I must have just gotten distracted. Hamburger. Wee wee wee. Wee wee wee. Yeah, like that. Oh, wee wee. Hamburger. Two-headed turtle. Do you have two heads? No, you have a little crown. Talisman in the shape of a two-headed green turtle. Raises stamina recovery. Turtles are known as a nutritious ingredient symbolic of inexhaustible power. Two-headed turtles are a favorite subject in the land of the Tower, due to the spiral shape of their intertwined necks. Interesting. Oops. The shield boosts stamina recovery. So I already have some stamina recovery. Right? Yeah. Do I even have it? I'm going to back away from this turtle before I accidentally stab it. Do I have it when I have it on my back? Yes. What happens if I equip this one? I assume it just increases what I already had. Yeah. I think I am going to swap something out. I think I'm going to swap this to critical hits restore HP. Ooh. Never mind, I'm going to equip this one. Raises attack power after defeating an enemy. Yeah, it's definitely the one. Okay. People still bleach their asshole. Yeah, people still do that. That's been a thing for decades. So, it looks like the thingy is up on this cliff. How much bleach do you have in the cupboard? No comment. I refuse to comment at this time. But why, Drew? So, two things. Two reasons. The blanket reason is because it's more attractive to look at. Obviously subjective, debatable, doesn't matter. But two reasons. One, so fun fact, if you've never looked at your butthole, look at the skin color that is on your lips. Look at the skin color that is on your nipples. If you have one, it's usually the base of the bell end of the penis. All of that skin color is the same color, roughly. There are things that change that over time, such as sun damage. So it could be not the same anymore, but it is still roughly that color. All of those things are that color. All of those things are that shade. Some people have darker lips than others. Some people have redder lips than others. Some people's lips are naturally a pink color, like a pastel pink level. It's different for every single person. This is something that changes. It also depends vastly on your skin tone. Obviously, if you are black, your lips and stuff have a different tone. So in turn, so does your butthole. A lot of people don't like that color and how it looks. It looks, it can look gross from that perspective. With that color, depending on, because it's like it's a darker skin tone. So people do it for that reason. I've escaped Arkham once again. Beyond that, we live in a society, most of us live in a society where bidets are not commonplace. Most households do not use bidets. They instead wipe. Now, some people, especially straight white men, actually, scratch the white, just straight men in general. Especially straight men don't wipe as thoroughly as they should. So, in turn, there's some poo-poo left over. And with time, when that poo-poo stays there, it can stain the skin. And the skin can become brown in a tone. Then you add in the fact that in that zone, because you got butt cheeks, if you don't have the biggest or most tone ass in the world, a lot of time there's a lot of friction in that area, which causes a reddish tone, so on and so forth. There's so many things. A lot of these can result in someone wanting to dye their asshole. Speaking from personal experience, to get a little TMI on you, I have brown hair. All of my facial hair is also brown. My every bit of hair on my body is brown in tone. The hair that is in my ass crack is also brown. You know what color poop is? So there's a lot of reasons why. There's a lot of reasons why people dye their asshole. But the net reason is it's better to look at. That's really it. It's better to look at. It's just obviously again subjective. It's better to look at. So it's like a lot of the times, like 9 times out of 10, when you're like if you watch porn, if you're a porn watcher, you fucking pervert, you fucking absolute fucking pervert, fucking goddamn fucking tingle looking ass. They have bleached assholes. 'Cause they're sex workers. It's very common. I don't know where I went to do that drop. It's very common. Where did I go to do that drop? It wasn't up there. Here it is. I did this jump. My hair is changing colors. I have been rapidly getting a lot more white. A lot of grays are creeping in. But yeah. I don't think, like, you guys are saying, like, why, like, it's a weird thing to bleach your asshole. I don't think it's that weird. I think it's just a cosmetic decision. If people can bleach their hair, people can bleach their asshole. It's just a cosmetic decision that people make. I don't know. I mean, I've never done it. Wink. But it's just a cosmetic decision that people make. It's nothing. There's also people who tan their asshole. They'll, we've spoken about this before. They'll basically sit in or lay down in a chair in like a downward dog position and tan their asshole through the sun. And there's like a phrase that's specifically for it. There's like a trend going around it a few years back, where a lot of people were doing this. I think that's more strange than bleaching your asshole, personally, but you know, it is what it is. Help me stop wanting to jack of all trades over my life because I can't help but want to do so many illustration-related projects. Homie, follow that bliss. Get serotonin wherever you can. Life is too short to not get serotonin wherever you can. I feel like they're asking you why, because you have a bidet and therefore you shouldn't have a brown booty hole. For me, it's just like hair. I mean, it's not a brown booty hole for me, but I'm a decently hairy guy. So it's just, I have a lot of brown hair. But also, it doesn't matter for me that much, because I'm not gay and I'm not into pegging, allegedly. Oh my god, oh my god. That guy went fucking wacko mode. Oh my god, that was crazy. What a horrible time for an ad, oh my god. I gotta go. Okay. I almost got there, too. Bleaching the asshole part I meant was with actual bleach, not a bleaching product. Well, bleaching product is bleach. It's still bleach. Okay. Don't worry, Drew. Mine is also hairy. I can always trust Minnow to have my back unless we're playing chained together. But I can always trust Minnow to have my back in every other scenario. I think everyone has a hairy ass crack. I mean, you can shave it and stuff, but nah, different people have more hair in different places. Like, I don't have that much chest hair or back hair. I have hairy as fuck legs. I don't understand why people shave their buttholes. Sex. Sweat. Not why? How? Oh. Carefully. Often not with a razor because, doing like a razor on your ass crack, because again, there's a lot of friction there. That can cause a rough scenario when that hair starts growing out. So probably mostly waxing, I would assume. Or laser. Or whatever. Sorry, I can't talk. I'm putting air on my ass crack. There's someone behind. Is there one behind me? What? Did I not kill the one by the flower? Oh. Oh, I'm out of juice. Dang. Didn't know I had the VOD paused. Didn't think I did. I don't think I did. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Okay, so blue seems to stagger them, but red does not. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Oh, this fucking sucks. I drank the wrong potion. Whew. Yeah, that's fair. Oh my god. That was fucking rough. I find it interesting that they can also use the Formless Mother spells, but that's fine. that they are also reaching into the Formless Mother. That's something that she would theoretically allow, you know? Sacred blood flesh. Oh, I've had many of these. Never mind. Blood is said to have fallen from the Formless Mother's wound. Never will it dry. Never will it rot. So that they reaching into a wound and not her herself? Interesting. Chief Blood Fiend. Easy peasy, dude. Spirit conducts blood boon rituals with a sacred spear, casts blood flame hexes, and takes a singular pleasure in letting the blood of foes. Long ago, a subjugated tribe discovered a twisted deity among the ravages of war, and they were transformed into blood fiends. The Mother of Truth was their savior. The Mother of Truth, huh? Quack was always like this. It was just repressed, and I set it free. I wonder if I can scale up this way. It definitely doesn't seem like it. There wasn't a way in here. Do you ever feel... That's it. Do you? Just genuinely curious. Crucify, crucify, crucify him. What's the buzz? Tell me what's a happening. 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 And yet does not lead me closer. Ooh. And yet does not lead me closer to my desire. And this just leads down to... And this just leads down to the fucking one area. Is there a way off to the left or nah? What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. No, it just kind of all leads to the zone. I received a Steam message, but I cannot check those as easily as CB believes. Get down, get down. My only guess is back at the West Rampart. I don't know, I spelled it before.
Hamburger.
But doesn't this just lead directly into Rauh or whatever it's called? Rauh? I think it does. Yes. Man. How do I get down there? Oh, this is leading up. This does not support me. This one still has a thingy. Is that because I haven't done the thing up here? Like, how do you do that? FFZW. Oh, it's an FFZ thing that makes things ultra wide?
Do it!
What?
Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Hang on. I just noticed that this is messed up. I really need to fix this part of it. That's pretty consistently messed up. Is that side of it? And I need to figure that out. So now that I have the thingy, hey Balfour, how you doing? I had to do a double take tonight. How's that? Or why is that rather? So I have a thingy to burn down stuff. Can I use that yet, or is that done somewhere else? I assume it's done somewhere else, but I do have the thing. Can I burn this? No. Okay. I assume that this is here because of that, but at the same time, there's this whole fucking area over here that I have no idea how to fucking get to. can't get up from down there, because that's not a path. I saw your clone at the club and legit went, wait, Drew isn't in my state? Yeah, there's a lot of preset characters number 4s. There's a lot of preset character number 4s out there. It's rare that they have a mustache, but that's a pretty rare selection. But there's a lot of preset character number 4s, aka white man, brown hair, glasses. But yeah, the mustache part is pretty rare. That's a rare find, but more common than you'd think. Did you make friends? His fashion sense was boring. Well, that's how you know. If preset character number 4 doesn't have a mustache and doesn't have the fashion sense of a gay man with a bleached asshole, then it's not me. Okay, I think I need to make a decision because clearly I'm struggling to find this zone. So I feel as though I need to explore the rest of Rauh because maybe there's an area in Rauh that leads down to it because it seems as though there is not elsewhere. I see that there's a big path and there was like that knight guy, that guy with the bow and arrow. Maybe I can access them through that. I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's a way to access it in other places that I've been. So I can only assume that the place I need to be is here. That's the same wood pattern as I've seen elsewhere here. Oh, there's stuff down there. I know I'm being chased by a big man, but... Can I just do a little drop? Okay. Okay. I was talking to someone who looked like Aubrey Plaza about Warframe, though. That's the priority. I get that. I get that. That's the priority. 100%. You made the right decision. 100%. Okay, so... There's a little window there. Does that lead over here? Get the fucking... What the fuck? You're covering my camera, dude. Oh, there's more of these guys. Y'all praying? I'll let you pray. So Aubrey Plaza's husband seppuku'd, right? Didn't know that. For some reason, an outlet felt the need to do research into the relationship before it happened and publish it, claiming the coroner found the information. The coroner found the information. I mean, the people did the same thing when Kurt Cobain died. Husband was scared of his... Oh, this is... Okay, it's a continuation of the story that I haven't been reading out loud. Got it. But I have been reading. About a UTI. I've never had a UTI, but I was pretty scared that I had one pretty recently. Didn't. Reduces the damage taken from critical hits and headshots, improving the effectiveness of rolling and backstepping, but increases damage taken at all times. Rumored to have sprouted upon giants and is known as the Mother of Crucibles in ancient tower lore. Huh. That's pretty good. Okay. Where am I? I do not know. I'm trying to figure out my locale. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, bonfire. Ah! Well, time for more energy drink. Oh. Oh. I'm on the other... This whole time, I thought I was heading to somewhere new. This is just the other side... by Red Hot Chili Peppers, of the very starting city, of the city that I did first. And I think that's the boss room over there. Yeah, and this platform probably leads into town, or like it does a cutscene or something of that I need to do or something. Interesting. Okay. This whole time I thought I was leading to somewhere new. Whoa. But I was actually just on the other side of somewhere I've been. Hey, man. I'm gonna need you to cut that out. Cut it out. Head break now. Unfortunate timing. But I'll vibe. I think I got this already. Okay. Okay. So I killed this dude. Let's do some backtracking while ignoring the dogs. Let's do some backtracking because I had to rush forward in order to kill that guy. Which made it so that I could potentially miss things. That's all the way to the top. Boop boop bop. To the top. Dee dip bop you do 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 rip beep bop beep bop a doop. Uh-oh. Neopets is the credited author. I hate that. That's like when Nintendo says their games are by Nintendo when in reality it's made by a Nintendo subsidiary that just doesn't have a name and is instead just called Nintendo. Instead of calling it like Nintendo Montreal like Ubisoft does, they just say Nintendo, and it's like that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Even when it's a game that even when it's a game that's like by a different studio like Grezzo, they still say, this game's by Nintendo. No, it's not. By Grezzo. It's different. That's a different team. That's not Nintendo. They're owned by Nintendo, but that's not Nintendo. That's Grezzo. Why not call it Grezzo? Why not say, this game is by Grezzo? It's like the shit we were talking earlier about, like, looking at director's previous work and basing its quality off of that. You know, it's like, it's the same shit for games. Like, you look at either a video game auteur, which, you know, like Kojima or something, or like, you look at a studio and you're like, Remedy Studios, oh, I really like their games. I'll probably like this. Supergiant, oh, they made Hades. I really like Hades. I might like this. It's stuff like that where it's instead of allowing you to have that, it's just like, this is by Nintendo. This is Nintendo. And it's like, that doesn't tell me anything. It tells me it's a Nintendo IP, but I knew that already. Are you going to be Tingle for Halloween this year? I can't, I said this, it can't be Tingle, because all Tingle outfits are green. So I would just be keyed out. And I tried to find a version of the Tingle outfit in a different color. They do not exist. So unless I make one myself, which, like, not an option. Then it's just not possible. Dress up as Pinkle then? That's for off stream. I'm Pinkle every single time I end stream. What if instead of being Pinkle or Tingle, I be Tinkle with a K? No, I'm not Tingle. I'm Tinkle. It's different. So this is the very first big boss I fought, but just kind of chilling here. Stealth. Nope. I'm choosing to let this kill me because I just had a fucking genius idea. That does not count. Because I just had a genius idea. What happens if I equip this? Maybe something. Oh, hi. Didn't know this guy was here. No. Still fights me. Okay. I was curious if it had, like, dialogue or something. Where it would be like, brother! I would have walked into the fight and he would be like, brother! And it's like, okay, cool. We're chill. But no. Oh. Forgot it could do this. Last time I fought this guy, I didn't have these weapons. I just looked at their butthole. One of them. Because it is just multiple dudes in a costume. A very articulated costume. What the fuck? You just summoned the second worst enemy in the fucking game! No! Oh no. Oh, thank God he switched element. I still died. I shouldn't have did that. I got greedy. Okay. You need to be so incredibly careful. Nope. I hate it when bosses summon ads. I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive. Barely. But alive. And if literally a single one of those reached that didn't. Okay. No more. Now I can focus on him. I'm gonna die to him, but I can focus on him. Oh my God. What is even happening on my screen? You know? I got pretty fucking close though, for like 5th try. No. Hi. Okay, I think I got all of them, and now he's out of death mode. Okay. And then I died. Okay. all scattered out. Oh wait, I can ride my horse here. Dangerously, but... Oh, okay. Okay. Man. This is such a legitimate downgrade for this boss in comparison to what it was, simply because it spawns these losers. Oh, okay. I just can't figure out how to avoid that. Other than running. No, he did it like that. Oh, back to wind. Into ice. That spawns more every time? They made this boss significantly worse with the spawning of these guys. Fuck this goddamn boss. Okay. Okay. These enemies should have died in Dark Souls. I agree. As much as I would love to continue fighting this shitty fucking boss, I have to stop. I have to. It'll have to wait until next time. What a shame. Because, like, real talk. Like, this being the first big boss that we fought in the DLC. Because we fought, like, one or two before him. But he's, like, the first big one, right? Fighting him was really fucking cool. It was a really cool boss. And it still is. But fighting him... This is a sign of a... What's the word? A hand-me-down or carry-over or whatever of an issue that plagued the main game of Elden Ring, where they would reuse bosses that, like, were big deals, and it would immediately make the previous time you fought them feel lesser because they're not an individual. You know, like, it happened, like, the big one that shines in my brain that I've referenced in, like, videos and stuff before is Estelle. You fight Estelle 2 times, and because of that, fighting him the second time really lessens the impact that fighting him the first had. It makes it feel not unique. To take that same issue that the main game had, and to do that once again, Estelle was the big skull with, like, the nerds rocks thing behind him of all the comments and stuff. Comments, not comments. To take that flaw that existed in the first game, or the base game, and to carry that issue over to the DLC, but then make it worse by changing the boss to just spawn ads, to just spawn other smaller enemies, not really add any function to the boss that makes it intriguing, just literally spawning creatures. It's like, that's not interesting. That doesn't make the boss better in any way. All it does is degrade the first time that I fought them, which fucking sucks because this boss was really fucking cool. But we'll beat him next time.